This is your chef Wahb explaining how to do a nice healthy veggie omelette. We are in my kitchen with my beautiful setup and organic food and eggs, and we will teach you how to make a very healthy organic omelette, veggie omelette. Così per dire, no? Now we will get some jalapenos here that we will use for the omelette. Now let's see, maybe we can get one of these brown ones. See here? They're a little more chili. All right, organic, healthy, and it adds a lot of great flavor to my dishes. Good girl. So we're gonna collect the eggs, organic eggs from our chicken. Come here. They laid a few, and we're gonna add them to the ones we already have. Gonna collect them. And here, the one there. Perfect. Alors, mesdames et messieurs, today I'm going to show you how I do my veggie omelette, which is very healthy with organic eggs and with organic veggies. And voila, let's start the cooking show. So we have some mushrooms, organic mushrooms obviously, and we have some garlic. We have some tomatoes and the jalapeno we just harvested in my garden, very healthy. And it is a zucchini. We have some kale. And here we have some spinach, you know, like papaya to become strong. Then we have some good, have you seen me collect the eggs, the organic eggs. You can eat other things not organic, but the egg must be organic all the time, always. Now I will start with chopping the garlic. I love my garlic, huh? Let's do this, and we take 3 specks. Okay. So some of the first things I will do is do the garlic, and obviously here we need to grate the zucchini. You can obviously chop this with 2 very fine pieces with a knife and grill them a little bit in the pan before you add some water if you need some water, and I tend to add the oil a little bit later in the process, so it doesn't fry that much. For healthy purposes, you know, to keep the whole meal healthy. There you go. Grate the whole zucchini. Look at that. And then now we'll chop the tomatoes. And then the jalapeno, only half, so it's not too hot. And sometimes I just cut it in half like this, and just be very careful not to touch your eyes after you do this, because it will really seriously burn your eyes. So be very careful. There you go. Now the first thing we'll do is, what I like to do is throw the jalapenos together with the garlic. We need another bowl to mix, to whip the eggs. Whip.
Is it to whip the eggs?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Ouais, super organique, fresh. Some are just collected right now, huh? As you have seen.
How many omelets are those you can make?
Sorry?
How many omelets is you can make?
One omelette to share for two. Well, you know, we're two big guys, so we need... I wanted to make a point. A while ago, I had seen this guy making an omelette online on YouTube, and he was throwing all the yellow, the yolk, in the sink. And I commented, you are actually throwing the best and healthiest part of the egg. That eggs should be eaten whole, not the egg white. And he said, well, good luck with the cholesterol. If you eat that much eggs with yolk, you're gonna die. This was actually almost 10 years ago. Dear friend who throws the egg yolk because you're afraid of cholesterol and you said, I'm gonna die, I have news for you. I eat almost 6 to 8 eggs a day, almost every day. I am 56 and I'm alive and kicking, and you can tell. It's such a waste to throw food that is so nutritious when there are people in this world dying of hunger, that it's a disgrace. Don't do that. There was a special service announcement for you guys to learn not to waste food and to give it its real value. Eat your eggs with their gold. Okay, someone is going to be whipped right now. That is the eggs. Let's go. So sometimes I like to add some spices while I'm whipping the eggs, like black pepper and salt or whatever. But I prefer to cook everything clean and just add what I want later, so everybody who's eating is not getting the same amount of spices that I like. Okay, so what I like to start doing, instead of adding the oil from the start, I will just light the fire and stir the garlic and the jalapenos, almost like grilling them a little bit. And after, I will add the grated zucchini that I will let cook first. Then I will add tomatoes. Oh no, pardon me. I will add also the mushrooms together, and then the tomatoes, and only a little bit later, after it has cooked a little bit, I'm going to add the kale first, and only as a last thing I'm going to add the spinach, because the spinach cooks very quickly with the heat and softens and becomes small. Okay, so let's start the process. Okay, now with my baguette magique, la spatula, the magic wand, just let you know, the stuff just start browning, but very little. It's very healthy when you don't add the oil from the start, so nothing is frying too much, because the olive oil, you don't want to fry it for too long. You don't want to heat it up too long. So now back to the omelette. Now that the garlic and the jalapenos have grilled a little bit, we will add our mushrooms. And we'll let them grill a little bit. This is how I like to do it, and the results are always great. We will see what Sebastian has to say about the whole result and how the omelette tastes. And now we're gonna throw the tomatoes. And we're gonna throw the zucchinis. Obviously at the beginning it all seems a lot, but after it cooks a little bit it's gonna shrink. So don't be concerned about that. And obviously we need to let the water dry a little bit. The water in the tomatoes and in the zucchini. Mais oh là là, I am losing my French accent, huh? What's happening here? Talking like an American. I should stick to my French accent. Honestly, I am more comfortable. So, story time. I want to say something on camera. While this is cooking a little bit, I want to say, why do you have to go outside, eat in cheap restaurants, or have food delivered when you can cook yourself? I mean, the experience of cooking, it's such a rewarding experience. Cooking is not that difficult. You just have to put a little bit more effort and time into learning just a few basics. And with time you will learn how to dose and how to taste things and how to correct your recipe as you go. The most important thing in your life is your health. And cooking for yourself, it's not only a very rewarding experience for yourself, it's fun. You know exactly what you're eating, how clean it is, how organic it is. You know it's good quality because you're the one who shopped for it, prepared it from A to Z. No one in the world can prepare your food for you like you do yourself. And you know you will make sure that it's the healthiest it can be, because your health is your number one priority. Hands down, number one priority in the world. There is nothing that it's more valuable than your health. So, learn to cook. It's gonna be fun. You can cook for others, you can cook for yourself. And there's the dog barking. And this is cooking. That was my message. If you like it and you want to start cooking, I'm gonna help you with some simple, very, very simple, yet incredibly delicious and healthy and filling. You're not gonna be starving yourself. You're gonna be eating a lot, eating delicious food, and it's gonna be healthy. So it's not only one reward or two, it's three. It's a winner. So now we will add the kale, just a little bit. We will just stir it and let it cook a little bit with the whole thing, because kale tends to cook a little bit slower than the spinach, and just after that we're gonna add the spinach. Actually now the water has almost dried, which is good. Not even 2 minutes, we're gonna start adding the spinach. So I know it's a little slow process. I have other recipes that are much faster. I just wanted to show a little bit of one of my richest omelets. Obviously there are so many ingredients. And now we can add the spinach to the whole equation. Now it looks a lot, but in just a couple of minutes it's all going to be. Now the superstar also of the show. Can you guess what is the superstar? Obviously c'est the extra virgin olive oil. Super healthy. It is the secret to my power. And at this point, this is what I'm gonna do. At this point, it's time to add the oil. Obviously, you can add as much oil as you want. If you don't want a high-calorie meal, of course, you will add just a little bit. It's up to you. I love my omelette with a lot of oil. So the veggies are ready, and it's time to throw in our super organic eggs.
That's good.
And of course, you gotta start stirring very, very quickly. You want the eggs to be all mixed with the veggies. So go around spreading everything, making sure that it becomes all even. You let it cook for a little bit. All right, so now it has the omelette has cooked a little bit at the bottom, so we have to flip it. And obviously I don't want to flip it like, you know, normal chefs. The pan is really small and the omelette is very big, so we'll go doing it piece by piece, obviously. There you go. And you let it cook a little bit. The trick is you can flip it again if you want, so that it cooks evenly all the way to the inside. But here in the second phase, when you flip it, you have to go very low with the heat, so you can let it cook for a little bit longer and it doesn't burn. If you keep the heat high, it's gonna burn the bottom of the omelette in a short time. So just go very low on the heat and just check once in a while to see that it's all cooking perfectly well. And we're almost done, and it's time to sit at the table and savor this amazing healthy meal. Okay, just to see that it's not burning, we just go like this and we see that it's still cooking, and it's it's done actually. We are ready to put on the plate and start seasoning. Au plaisir, hein? Put all the spices that we like on our dish and put some avocado with it, because I love eggs with avocado. C'est vraiment delicious, hein? All right, so we are ready with serving the omelette on the dishes, and we will sit and eat it. Oh la la. Look at that. Isn't that something, or what? And now we will just cut the avocado, and I will take this occasion to show you how to properly cut the avocado, because I know many people cut their hand and it's called the avocado hand. Let me show you a very small tutorial on how you can have control on how to cut the avocado. So this is the tutorial for cutting the avocado, so you don't cut your hand. You should not go like this. This is not good. There is no control. You should put your thumb, you hold the avocado, grab the knife tight in your hand like this. The thumb has to be pressed on the avocado, and you go in. Look, there is total control because it's your thumb that drives the whole action. Your hand and the knife have the support of your thumb, so it's not going to slip anywhere, it's not gonna move anywhere, and you can go all around cutting with no danger to your hands, okay? And voila. Even though we have the jalapenos, which is already spicy and hot, I love to add some cayenne pepper. Just a little tiny bit, not too much. Then pink salt and pepper. A lot of black pepper, which I freaking love. That's it, that's my plate. If you want, you can just add a little bit of olive oil, because fresh olive oil on top gives whole other flavor and experience to the dish. Okay, so here we have Sebastian, who's been serving and waiting for the dish to be prepared. Now he's seasoning his dish, and we will shortly sit down with him while he's tasting the omelette.
It was really, really good. It was amazing.
There you go, guys. This was my first cooking show, which is going to be part of my whole Wahb 50YY experience. I also want to show how I cook, how I prepare my food, because I had a lot of questions over the years of people asking me, what's my nutrition like? What do I do? And how do I get my food prepared? I love to prepare my own food. I always cook for myself. I don't buy anything pre-prepared. I think that's just junk. Try to buy your own food and prepare your own food and enjoy the experience of cooking and making sure that you are eating the healthy food that you are supposed to eat, because there's nothing better than taking care of yourself by also cooking for yourself. And I hope you'll enjoy the show. I will be sharing with you a lot of other recipes, whether it's omelets or my normal meals and dishes, from the very simple ones to the more complex ones, and to the extravagant ones like my seafood pasta, which is amazing. Everybody goes crazy for it, and when I'm going to share that recipe with you, you're gonna love it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next videos very soon. Take care. Bye.